The nice thing about this process is when you utilize the CO2, it goes into the ground and it stays there. And the fuel comes up, like methane gas or oil. And so the best process is to have a situation where you want to recapture the methane from a coal mine, because I'm going to show you here in a process, just a second. You look at this process, you look at the left side, if you can see that, there's an air separator. So you have to somehow get the oxygen. So you have an air separator that you build and you get the oxygen out of the air. And when you do that, you also get N2, nitrogen out of the air. The fortunate thing when you want to recover methane from a coal plant is you can inject the CO2 plus the N2. And so that makes it far more cost effective in doing that. Now this diagram shows the air separator, then the oxygen going into that furnace or boiler, and then a capture system that was developed with DOE in the United States to capture the CO2. And we capture not only the CO2, but we eliminate the pollutants that go through the stack, and we recycle the water. Now, it's a very pragmatic approach. It gives you an opportunity to recapture the CO2 and use it and sell it. And it's been demonstrated in a small plant in the United States for 7 years. And now it's being taken to an area to be commercialized. What we've done is we're in the process of the planning and developing the design, and expect to have in operation by 2019 a full-scale plant in Western China. And what we're doing is we're retrofitting a coal-fired plant and capturing that CO2 and then running it through a pipeline to a coal field and recovering the methane. It's the first commercial full-scale enhanced coal bed methane plant in the world. And then we're also doing a study for one in India, and we expect that we'll have one in Bengal, India, where there's great potential for recovery of methane there. And we're looking at other countries where we can recover either methane or oil recovery or gas recovery. Now, what's important in this situation is it's initially when you're doing a commercial scale plant, it costs a lot of money for the design and the study to do that. And so we really need policy within the UNFCCC, the Paris Agreement, and national policies that give us parity with the renewables. And we need, through the technology mechanism here, the CTC and N, we need information to get out to the countries that are building power plants and building industrial facilities, so they recognize that this technology is available to save energy, but also to utilize the CO2 and to prevent the CO2 to go into the atmosphere. And we need the trust fund to make money available, and we need support from the Green Climate Fund. So if you would like to have any more information on that, we have information on our website, and we have experts in China and India and the US that can help make that information available. Thank you very much.